How you doing, David? My name is J. Mark Campbell. I'm with the UnitedWest.org Tom Trimbo's group. And we're actually streaming live on the internet to thousands of people, not just in this small room. And there's hundreds of Tea Party members. There's hundreds of Tea Party members actually wanting to know, should they be concerned about the Sharia Islamic issue? Why, if so, and why not?
Yeah, I'll just do that briefly. It's a mistake to see terrorism as the only threat. The Muslim Brotherhood devised a plan for what, in their words, destroying the American civilization, which was revealed. The FBI captured these documents at the Holy Land Foundation trial. And what the document said is that we have to create institutions within American society to carry out this mission. The terror is an intimidation, but the real mission is carried out by these organizations. The first one created the Muslim Students Association. The second, and then CARE, Muslim American Society, Islamic Society of North America. And that's where the serious threat is.
But why should the Tea Party groups be concerned with the Sharia Islamic issue?
Why?
Why should the Tea Party groups be concerned with the Sharia?
Well, the first thing is education. People don't know. People don't know. I mean, that's why they hate me. That's why all this effort to shut me down or to make people not listen to me is because of that simple fact. The Muslim Students Association is the Muslim Brotherhood. And they want to create an Islamic, global Islamic society. And that means everybody in this room who doesn't toe the line, whoever whoever controls the caliphate, is an infidel and is going to be a second-class citizen or a dead one.
I don't mince any words. When the Islamofascist terrorists commit those disgusting acts of murder against my fellow Jews, are they giving Islam a bad name, or are they representing the real teachings of Muhammad?
The $64,000 question. Look, after 9/11, I'll answer it as best I can. The question is, of course, are there any moderate Muslims? I mean, my quick answer is I want to see them. I want to see them defending the Jews. There are Jews. I mean, there are Jews all over Israel and the United States defending the rights of the Palestinians. Where are the Palestinians defending the rights of the Jews? Second, after 9/11, there were surveys done in the Muslim world by Al Jazeera and other similar institutions to see how many people thought that this mass murderer who struck a blow at the infidel capital was a hero to them. And the responses varied between 10% and 50%. That's between 150 million Muslims and 750 million. So I think that the Muslim world is a problem. And people who don't recognize that, or who call somebody like myself an Islamophobe for even raising it, are just in denial. That's just a form of denial. There were good Germans, but in the end they didn't make a damn's worth of difference. Yes?
Good evening. So I noticed that you briefly touched on the statement that you made that was posted on these flyers that you mentioned earlier, and then you began to digress and talk about our professors and how they need to take accountability for what they teach us. But I wanted to know if you can clarify what you would define as equality and freedom, because this is a pretty powerful statement and you didn't really explain your definition of what equality is and freedom is. Because according to me, I work in the Black communities all the time, and I'm not seeing equality and freedom as far as the resources with schools and jobs in these neighborhoods. So I completely disagree with this statement. So I just wanted to know what you define as equality and freedom.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Do you vote Democrat?
Excuse me?
Do you vote for the Democratic Party?
Yes, I do.
You do. Are you aware that every major inner city where these problems exist, where the schools are destroying the lives of black children, every single one of them, whether it's New York, South Central LA, Detroit, Chicago, Philadelphia, Harlem, St. Louis, every one is 100% controlled by the Democratic Party. The school boards, the school districts, the city councils, 100% controlled by the Democratic Party. And have been.
What you're defining as equality and freedom.
Oh, you said you're concerned about deteriorating schools, and I'm telling you who's responsible. And you vote for them. So you have to look at your commitments. I don't say that the inner city schools are equal. I would be the last person to say that. I've talked myself blue in the face talking. I mean, this is a terrible crime that is being committed against black and Hispanic children because the Democratic Party is running the schools as a jobs program. It's the teacher unions who, I mean, these teachers, they have contracts where they work 6 hours a day, they have 4 months paid vacation, they get raises even if they don't teach the kids. They have lifetime jobs. Who else in our society has that? That is a crime against black people, but until black people will look towards the Republican Party and get into it and fight, they're never going to get out of this hole. So, you know, I don't think people are equal in this society. I mean, you know, but the question is of whether there's an opportunity to succeed. You know, there's never been a Jewish president, but there is a black president. So you should celebrate the enormous strides that the black community has made, and then look at who's standing on your necks. It's the Democratic Party and the left. Teacher unions. We'll come back. Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Gary Faust, and I'm a teacher at UC Irvine.
I know who you are.
As you know, UCI has the most aggressive Muslim student union in the country, and it was the scene of the disruption of the Orange speech last year. Since then, last year and this year, at Israel Apartheid Week, the community has said enough is enough, and they are fighting back. We have Israel Apartheid Week going on right now as we speak. The community is coming out in spite of the objections of most of the major Jewish organizations who want to sweep it under the rug. And we're actually, we're whooping their butts. I tell you the truth, we're whooping their butts. My question, I want to ask you about the Olive Tree Initiative, which was originated at UCI and is now spreading to UCLA, Santa Cruz, and the other UC campuses. For those of you who don't know, this is a program where Jewish, Muslim, and Christian students are taken to Israel and the West Bank and exposed to people from both sides of the controversy. It is our opinion that this program is badly slanted in favor of the Palestinian narrative. Many of these people they meet with are from the International Solidarity Movement, and now it has just come out in 2009 that the group met with a leader of Hamas on the West Bank. I'd like to get your reaction and your